Welcome back, citizens of Dominion, and we continue with our new day in the land of Winterfest, day 26, part 2. As always, we start with the mailbag. Let's see what we have sitting in there for us. And we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fireworks shot off, so 800 free coins for that. Got a Guildmaster present. Aw, I am so happy. So very happy. Ranking reward for the Dominion, for the battles in Arena and Grand Arena. A free key from Baram finishing his. Today's prizes include a chest. We will definitely take that one. That we'll keep until we need. Big money black balls we'll take. And we're ready to rock and roll. Daily quests. Grab our energy. In the special events bag, let's see what we have there. Nothing at the moment. We don't need to worry about anything in there. How about items in our good old Astral season? And I have checked in advance, and I don't know if we'll do it here in part 2 or over in part 3. But the beginning of the week in Asgard takes flight, where we can actually deal, and this team is actually set their boss and minions at level 95. So we will have to punch up, but it is something where we may have a chance to actually be able to accurately help the guild to do so. So we need 10,000 damage in the guild dungeon, the fungeon. That is the only task remaining in the Astral season. Now, if you remember yesterday, in the Winterfest stories, the Arch Minion Demon and the regular demons wanted to first steal the candy of Pepe, but then took to taking the presents and the Festivus tree to try to ruin the people of Dominion's Winterfest party. How will they counter that today in part 4? So let's go to the story. As soon as Nexters, of course, loads it in for us. And let's see how the heroes strike back. We were supposed to have a costume party here. Look, Chaba, I have an idea. We can bring back the festive spirit without cutting down any trees. What an outfit! Looking good, buddy. You look just like, well, a real festive tree. Thank you, friend. It makes a good disguise while I lie in the bushes and wait for prey. Put on some baubles, though, and it's a whole different story. Is there anything to eat here? Gingerbread and milk in the house if you stand over there for a while. I love gingerbread. A living, environmentally friendly festive tree. Why not? So Chaba is being put into service, as Chaba is the hero of the day, so you get 10 free Chaba stones. So we will grab those Chaba stones. And the guild is just mere percentage points. Actually, our 800 may tick it over. 99.34% away from that next level. In the presents category, Cute to Homie, the head of the guild, has sent me 500 of the coins in one big money black ball. Wendy, this is for the tree level up. Got a big money black ball and 5 of these are the stones that you're able to use to level up the actual health totems. From Fire baby, always good in a cold winter night to have some fire. Yet another big money black ball and 5 of the deals from Otoshi, a pet gift. And in the pet we have 1,000 pet foods. Looks like we have another pet food situation. This time, though, it's 50 chaos particles. Those are always nice. And finally, Wendy for the level up. 25 big money black balls. That is some balls. Alrighty. Let's see. Any chat? This is, of course, of the New World. Oh, they're just doing stickers at the moment. Alrighty. So tonight, our background while we play in part 2 will actually come from the world of sovereign citizens trying their luck in court. We may from time to time hear the voice of a very smart lawyer known as Mike Evelyn from Chicago to give us a little wise legal advice from some of them. And we'll just start from the very beginning, the first sovereign citizen in court segment. Might help if I actually had him queued, but well, we'll figure that out later. Shush. Okay. So we get 850. We send 700 activity over for the lovely guild there. In our inventory bag, we have 6 of the chests. Let's see what we get there. And we get 1, 2, 3 big many black bulls, 2 orange, 200 pet foods, and 3 of the largest experience potions. So not too terrible for that mix. Now we have 15 of the deals that allowed you to do up to 75 of the totems that allow you to engage the health of the titans. 6 of the chests for the pets that'll let you have up to 30 there. And we have 10, 15, and 12 respectively for 50, 75, and 60 of the deals. The defenders 50 are for Angus, Sigurd, and Moloch. Basically the titans, the what they call tanks, the shields. The marksmen that are the Sylvia, Vulcan, and Nova. 75 total out of those. And the 60 for the support titans, that is Avalon, the Shield, Ignis, and Mauri. Alrighty. So we go with our first look at the legal court, and we go to the state of Kentucky in the USA, where someone is being arraigned for a little drug possession. Your Honor, if you'd be so kind, take it away.
Keisha Johnson. Keisha Johnson. Come on up here, ma'am.
Well, here we go. Start with a bang. She refuses to step up to the podium. That's just standard operating procedure. The judge is just asking that she do what everybody else does who's making an appearance in court. And it's kind of frustrating because, among other things, you can't hear her, which is annoying. But This is how we start.
Basically asking her to come to the well of the court. That's where the microphones are, the podium for the defendants are, as the head lawyer that we also have with us, just giving a little quick background of, again, back to the judge.
No, you got to come stand at this podium. I get. The laws of the state of Kentucky. Oh, yes. As in, come up here and stand at this podium. I have to get you on the record so that we can see you with your argument. Okay.
Well, that is because the court is actually being videotaped, so that way they can prove that each defendant arrived for that remark of wanting to get it on tape.
No. All right, and now, do you have a lawyer? It looks like somebody named Klein. No, nobody appointed to you.
Really? Okay. This ought to be good. All right, back to the judge. Oh, jeez.
Klein was somebody who. Let me look at this, Miss Johnson. No, I don't think so. Let me look. Dale Warren was once your lawyer. You know Dale Warren? Okay. All right. So you want to represent yourself. Is that true, Miss Johnson?
She's asking what law that they're operating under. I know, because again, she isn't at the podium, so the microphones do not pick up her conversation well. But that is what she's trying to ask of the judge at the moment as to what law are they operating under.
Okay, well, Mr. Johnson, I really don't want to create some big scene. Hang on a second. I do not want to lock you up, but I may very well have to. I need for you to come up here and stand at this podium. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You have to come up here and stand at this podium.
Well, this is a frustrating.
She's asking still if she can go in and stand back in the back of the room, which no, you can't. Everybody, doesn't matter who you are, is required to answer your case. Get your ass up there and just answer your case.
Yes.
Well, she's almost there. She came to the edge of the divider between the audience and the actual courtroom, but is refusing to go any further.
What, Miss Johnson? I need to know what you're doing, Miss Johnson. I need you to stand at this podium. All right, next up, Chris.
She's again asking to show her the law. Show her the law. Now, see, if I was a judge, these idiots wouldn't last this long, because I'd show her the law by having her arrested for, contempt of court. But, well, we continue.
All right. Chris, go ahead and lock her up.
Yay!
I like this judge already.
Good judge.
He's just not even emotional about it. He's just like, okay, you gotta go.
Actually, I know you guys can't see it, but the judge just hit his panic button. The button that all judges have in their courtroom. Basically, if they hit it, it's supposed to summon more troopers and police officers to the court to handle in case of some weird situation does occur.
We'll sit over there. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, they're watching you be stupid.
Yeah, I'm not finished with her yet.
Oh, hold on. I just noticed that. The person being arrested is not the actual defendant. In other words, there's two idiots. And the one who wasn't even involved was the one asking the questions. Oh my God, that just made this boy funny as we continue to climb up the tower.
All right. Come up here and stand at this podium, Miss Johnson.
I really like this. What am I charged with? Well, I'm trying to have an arraignment and read your charges to you. That's precisely what we're here for.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike.
Okay, so you're refusing to come here and stand in front of the bench. Is that true? No, I reserve my rights, correct? And that's fine, but come up here and stand at this podium. All right, first I want to talk about you and your
Oh my
case.
God, stop the tape.
All right, so
Stop the tape. She actually finally came to the podium. Oh my God, maybe she's got a brain cell. Now, knowing I just said that watch, she'd probably find a way to frickin' disappoint me quicker than anything, but at least she's at the podium. Judge, my apologies. Continue.
With my panic button doesn't work there, by the way. Anyway, you're charged with possession of marijuana, tampering with physical evidence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. All right. Well, you're charged with illegally possessing marijuana. You are charged with tampering with physical evidence and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, I love this. Brilliant legal defense. I don't understand that. And the judge, he's not having it. He basically gives her, I can tell it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
Well, there's not a whole lot more.
By the way, the yelling is from the other defendant who was idiot and, raising a sneak in the back and was previously put under contempt and arrested. Yeah, she's still fighting.
There's not a whole lot more I can do to try to explain to you.
Okay, let's start here. Can you guys prove jurisdiction? Prove jurisdiction. Because I come in under common law. Prove your jurisdiction. You have jurisdiction over me.
She's claiming that she's coming in under common law and wants the judge to prove jurisdiction. You'll realize as we do more and more of these quote-unquote sovereign citizen videos, that is a common play of these sovereign citizen sovtards. Oh, you don't have jurisdiction. Well, however, I really love how this judge handles it.
Over prove jurisdiction. I'm quite not proceeding until you guys prove jurisdiction. Show me your jurisdiction. Show me your law.
Okay, so for the first brilliant argument here is that the judge does not have jurisdiction. No basis for this claim, just the bald-faced claim that the judge somehow does not have jurisdiction.
All right. All of our laws are codified in the Kentucky Revised Statute.
Show me jurisdiction. Show me the law.
Hey, there you go.
I wish I would have put this up on video and said, oh God, this is good. The judge just actually reached over and grabbed the book of Kentucky codes. The law book, and just threw it on his desk. Go, here you go. Here's the jurisdiction. Oh, that was just good. Okay. Yeah, I guess Mike agrees.
Okay, so what else? Now, there's a simple way for me to prove jurisdiction to you, and that would be for me to ask the deputy to take you into custody. I have absolute confidence that I have jurisdiction. You do have formal charges.
Formal charges would be complaint against me and another individual.
Oh, here's brilliant argument number 2. You have to bring charges against 2 people. No, you don't.
No, there doesn't have. I don't need another individual.
That's a citation, correct?
Okay. All right. So, what do you want to do about your case today?
Prove jurisdiction to me.
I don't have to prove jurisdiction to you.
Yes,
All right. I'm going to prove jurisdiction to you right now. I'm going to ask the deputy to go ahead and take you into custody.
Mike, you're right on me on that one.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or the dogs get it.
No, dogs don't get it. Dogs are cute. Knock it off.
You are disrupting my court.
Well, she just knocked over the podium.
Where are these people? I don't know. All right, we're going to pass your case to tomorrow.
Pretty much every one of these arguments puts me in mind of the old Monty Python Dead Parrot sketch.
It's a Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead. That's what's wrong.
I'm muting that because I have a feeling that'll get us a copyright block, and I don't want to have that.
The fun, and there is.
So that takes care of our first moron. She won't cooperate. She was in jail for several days. Came out as most of the folks who get a quote-unquote type of those situation, they come out and quickly change their tune and apologize to the girls and try to get out once they realize that they're in jail. So let's move ahead to another one. So we have moron number 2 for us. And again, Mike may join us for some law backgrounds on a few of this. So to do this one, we're going to go to the lovely land. I believe this is going to be Florida, if I'm not mistaken, if I got my notes right, as we go on level 46 for our treasure chest. Yep. Oh God, yes. yes, this is the one I love. We're going to go ahead and be in front of Judge O'Hurley in Miami-Dade, Florida. With one that I have to refer to as most of the biggest morons in the history of morons. The defendant is David Hall.
Informed your attorney. He knows about your court date, sir. Thank you. David Hall.
Mr. Hall has declined the services of the public defender, Your Honor.
Well, okay, let's see how he does on his own.
Mr. Hall, DUI, expired driver's
Good morning,
license.
Judge, I need to say how I'm appearing today, sir.
Hey, hold on, wait. Let me finish. Hold on. All right. Hold on, Mr. Hall. Sir, you've been charged with DUI, expired tag, attaching a plate not assigned, license suspended, failed to drive in a single lane. Just give me a moment, sir. Let me look at your driving record. Okay?
Sir, I haven't said for the court how I'm appearing today, sir.
As if it matters.
So what, you're actually appearing?
Just give me a moment, all right? I need to look at your record. Okay, I'm looking here. Failure to pay traffic tickets back to 2011. Open container out. Okay. All right, sir. Hold on. Does this gentleman, Mr. David Hall, does he have any criminal record?
Yes, Judge, and he also has pending felony DWLSs in front
Okay,
of
what's the pending felony DWLS?
Houston. There's a few.
That's not good for him. Pending DWLS means he's got open charges in other court cases. So definitely not a good start for him. But let's see. Maybe he's got some way to, work his way out.
I'll give you a moment to talk in just a moment, sir. Hold on, Mr. Hall.
The pending felony is 14016-582 CF10A.
Okay.
He also has pending misdemeanor DWLSs in
What is that? What are they?
Judge Evans. Case number 14053
Wait, 14 what?
909 TC30A.
TC30A. Okay. That's it.
Okay, so he has one felony and one misdemeanor charge open in addition to the one that he's in front of Judge O'Hurley for today. So 3 charges. Most people would be quite, humble and try to get out as cheaply as possible. Is Mr. Hall that smart to do? Well, what do you think? He wouldn't be on our little countdown if he was.
Any criminal history?
Okay, so we have a new charge and a whole bunch of priors. What better time could there be to try out some novel arguments?
Thank you,
Now,
Mike.
Mr. Hall. So would you like, you wanted to say something?
Yes, may I speak, Judge?
Well, don't tell me about what happened or did not happen regarding the DUI, but if you want to tell me about something.
I'd like to state some things.
Go ahead.
I'd like to state some things for the record. Thank you, Judge. Judge John Hurley, I do accept your oath of office here today for the record, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Does this court take judicial notice of your oath, sir? With all due respect.
I give
Does
this guy
he-
credit. He actually stunned the judge with this weapons grade stupid.
Yeah, does he take judicial notice of his own oath? On a scale of 1 to 10, you're starting out at -5 here, sir.
Let me see. I take judicial notice of my own oath. Yes, sir, I do.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, today I'm appearing as the agent and settler for David Hall.
Okay.
Hey,
Don't
that's
forget to hit like
no,
and
no.
subscribe.
Dogs are nice. Stop wishing bad till on the dogs, or I ain't gonna let you talk,
Could
Mike.
you get Mr. Hall for me then, sir? Where is he?
I go by that name, sir. My name sounds exactly like the defendant's, and I'm here to settle that matter today.
What an amazing coincidence.
So are you and David Hall one and the same person?
I'm not a person, I'm an individual. David Hall is a person. I am
Are
the
you
agent to
and
that
David
name.
Hall one and the same individual?
I go by the name David Hall, sir, and I'm here about that matter today.
So you go by the name David Hall. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. The person who goes by the name of David Hall is standing in front
I'm
of
the individual.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say,
I am an
moron.
individual, not a person.
You're not a
Yes,
person.
David Hall is a person. I am a private individual. David Hall is a person under color of law, sir.
Okay, where's David Hall then? The person David Hall.
Exists on paper, sir. David Hall is a corporation. This action is under color of law, sir, and I do understand that.
No,
you don't.
no, you don't, sir.
I am here in my real capacity as the private individual for that name, and I'm here about that matter.
You're the
And I'm happy to
you're the
settle.
private individual, David Hall.
I'm the settler, sir.
You're the settler,
I'm the
David
settler.
Hall.
I'm the settler to David Hall, sir.
Are you the
I'm
private
happy to-
individual, David Hall?
Yes.
Good. Okay, we got that straight. We agree on that. Okay. Now, David
May I,
Hall,
sir?
David Hall, the private individual. I'm looking at your driving record right now. Multiple failures to pay traffic tickets for the individual, David Hall, not the person. But sir, what I'm going to
Can you clarify, sir? I'm not sure I understand that, but I'm happy to settle this matter right now if somebody will make presentments. Nobody has made presentment, and I've asked numerous times, and for the
When you
record,
say presentment, what do you mean by presentment?
Wow.
Wow, what a bunch of, malarkey. God damn. Whoever told this guy this was a good idea to do, you should go and get a refund, even if you didn't pay him anything to get this information. Seriously, Mr. Hall. Shut up. Throw yourself on a mercy to court right now. Hell, you might still get out of this in one piece. However, I have a hunching suspicion as soon as I hit the play button that you're not going to do that.
the charging instrument for set-off and settlement, sir. I am the settler.
I just told you what it is. I told you what your I told you what the individual
Presentment,
David Hall did.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
I will require somebody to make me a presentment of the charging instrument on paper so that I may settle that matter. I'm here as settler, and I'm happy to settle this charge
We're not
right now.
We're not settling. Today's not the day to settle matters for these kind of charges, all right? We don't settle them today, all right?
May I say something else for the record, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. I am secured party under a UCC filing at the Secretary of State, 201-308-717-006.
Okay.
I am secured party to David Hall on the record and through a filing at the Secretary of State, sir. I appear here today as the settler, agent, not the person.
Oh, god damn. Seriously. Dude. Can I get a taser? Just spark you and maybe, shock you back to reality? You are fucking stupid. Oh, god damn stupidity. What he's trying to do is he's trying to claim that he's filed a UCC filing, so therefore he's a corporation unto himself. And then he's trying to take everything that the court wants to put on him and throw it into that corporate entity. It doesn't work that way. Seriously. None of that works that way. And if I wasn't afraid, of copyright strikes, I'd actually play that little meme clip. But it doesn't work that way.
Individual. And I don't think I should have. You understand the difference between a person and an individual.
And you're the individual, but you're not the person. Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
I'm going to write that down. Settler. Agent. An individual. But you're not the person. Got it.
I really like this judge as well. He is clearly mocking him, but very, very gently. And he's had to deal with it in the past, and he's dealing with it again. He clearly set time aside so he could take care of this. And while he's giving him a little bit of a hard time, he's doing it in an extremely nice way.
Thank you, Mike.
I think, I remember, I think it was last week you told me this too. And I was a little uncertain, but it's all become very clear now. Now, okay, the settler, the agent, the individual, but he's not the person. Okay, so does the settler, the agent, the individual have any money in the bank?
Yes.
Okay, how much money does the settler, the agent, the individual have in the bank?
I'm not certain at this time, sir.
Okay.
Only that I will give it an affirmative that there is money in a bank account.
Okay. And how long has the settler, the agent, and the individual lived in Broward County?
25 years, sir.
Okay, does the settler, agent, individual own any property in Broward County other than personal effects?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, does the person own any property or have any money in the bank? If you know.
In conjunction with myself, sir, in conjunction with myself, we both have. Yes, I'm the agent for that account also.
Okay, got it. Okay, so now, here's what we're going to do. The settler, the agent, the individual, and maybe even the person, David Hall, has been charged with DUI. DUI while the settler, the agent, and even the person, David Hall, was out on bond on 2 cases, 1 felony and 1 misdemeanor, for license suspended. So the court believes that the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person, David Hall, represents a danger to the community because the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person continues to drive without a valid driver's license, in fact, a suspended driver's license in the state of Florida. And so, that being said, the court is going to...
May I make a correction, sir?
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I'm traveling.
Oh, that's rock solid thinking. Change the verb, and you'll get off on the charges.
You said that you used the term driving, and I was traveling, sir. Traveling.
Okay. All right. So the settler, the agent, the individual, or the person, David Hall, for traveling on a public highway or public road in the state of Florida, was allegedly doing so without a valid driver's license and has done it several times in the past. So today...
This is alleged, sir?
Yes, sir, it is alleged.
Allegedly?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
This here's the only thing he gets right. Yes, he's reading charges at an arraignment, and they haven't been proved. Yep, these charges are alleged.
So that is correct, Mike. And well, I hate to agree with you, but fuck, he's actually got 1 point. I think it's probably the only point he's ever going to see in this case, but at least he's got 1 point.
Today, the court's going to set the settler, the agent, the individual's bond, and even the person's bond today on count 4 at $10,000 because the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person has not stopped driving even though the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person continues to drive without a driver's license. So, that being said, count 1 is $500, count 4 is $10,000, and the court will revoke the bond for the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person of David Hall on 14016582 CF10 and 14053909 TC30A.
I don't know how he kept a straight face through all that, but
That's
he did a
true,
pretty good
Mike.
job.
That is
Both
true.
cases will cause the settler, the agent, the individual, and even the person, David Hall, not to be able to be released from the Broward County Jail until further notice of the court. So,
May I post bond, sir?
well,
Is there any other?
Are you asking me? Is this?
Oh my God, I love that. Somebody in the back waiting for their turn is already saying nope. Oh, they all may be defendants, but they're not as stupid as this guy.
Settler, the agent, the individual, or are you asking me as the person?
Sir, I'm asking as the individual appearing before you today about this matter.
Well, the individual, the settler, the agent, the individual, or the person can post the bond. However, the settler, the agent, or the individual, David Hall, will not be released in any event because this court is revoking the bond on a felony case and a misdemeanor case on the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person, David Hall.
Well, where's my remedy, sir?
Well, this is funny. It happens almost every day in court when people represent themselves. Here, after condescending to the judge and trying to tell him that he doesn't know the law and that he can't prosecute him because he's a corporate entity and all sorts of other crazy things, when it really gets down to it and his bond's revoked and he's going to jail and he can't get out, he starts asking the judge what to do. And judges are very cognizant of this. There are three parties in this thing. There's the people of the state of, I believe it's Florida here. There's
it is
David
Broward County.
Hall, the defendant, and there's the judge. And the judge is supposed to be neutral and not giving legal advice to one of the parties.
Well, whose remedy are you asking for? The settler, the agent, the individual, or the person?
I'm asking for the opportunity.
Who are you speaking on behalf of right now?
Sir, I don't understand that question. I believe that you're trying to confuse me now.
No, I'm not.
I'm simply separating myself from the person. They are two different entities, and I know that.
The court is not viewing you as two different people. The court is viewing you as one entity for the purpose of these cases.
Then what entity are you referring to me as?
I'm referring to me as the David Hall, who's the settler, the agent, the individual, and the person.
I'm not the person, sir.
Okay, when
I am
you
not
see the person, David Hall, tell him he's not leaving jail either, all right?
Oh.
Sir, then may I ask what my remedy is? Can you provide me a remedy so that
the remedy is you don't really have a remedy where you could appeal it to the 4th District Court of Appeal.
How long am I going to be held, sir? I would like to settle this matter.
Tells you can be released.
I would like to settle this matter, sir.
We're not going to settle it today.
Then I'm being denied for the record, I'm being denied my remedy.
What do you think your remedy is?
My remedy is being denied. For the record, I am the real individual, and this action is under color of law, and I don't understand this color of law action.
Well, if you don't understand it, maybe you should go with the public defender.
That would be smart.
Well, have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Come on.
Down the middle. Let's roll. It's over.
All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Miller.
Your Honor.
Mr. Miller, by the way, is the public defender.
I was well prepared.
Well, there you have it. The sovereign citizen argument.
And this is cut out of this version, but in another version I saw of this deal, the judge and that public defender do start talking because the judge says that a sovereign citizen group actually has filed charges against him for $300 million. And the public defender jokingly asks, have you started making payments? Alright, to the great tree of wisdom we go here in Asgard. We have 109 and 2 seeds. Get a little bit of ice water. Alrighty. I think we have enough time for another round of court roulette. while we wait for the Asgard tree to load. There it goes, finally. And of course, more sovereign citizen and more quarter we get. We're going to go back to Broward County, that's in Florida. Same place that we had of our last one with Judge O'Hurley. This one, though, is not with Judge O'Hurley, but is just as happily, beautifully, deliciously good. So let's go to that court case while we take a look and see what we're going to do with the Great Tree of Wisdom.
What else is there besides Mr.
The next gentleman was Mr. Knight and Mr. LeBron, Judge. And I know Mr. LeBron is approaching. I believe he has a PC affidavit in hand.
Okay.
Hello. Thank
Hello.
you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So,
did you have enough time to read it?
I did. I would still like to state that the notice of dishonor stands.
Oh, okay. I guess the notice of dishonor stands, whatever that means.
Even though the complaint affidavit was provided to me a little bit late, and I do want to make a legal argument against this probable cause affidavit. I just want to ask the state a question. Where did these officers receive this information?
Your Honor, I don't believe I'm under any obligation to answer Mr. LeBron's question.
Okay. Sir, this is how this, let me just tell you how this works so you know, okay?
Okay.
I look at this affidavit filed by the police officer, and if it appears on its face, that doesn't mean that you did, but just on its face, if it appears that you committed the crime of aggravated battery, then I find probable cause. That doesn't mean today's not your trial day.
No, I understand that completely. What I'm trying to get at is that it doesn't seem like the officers actually witnessed anything. They just say that they made contact with me at a residence, which I don't know what that has to do with the alleged incident.
Well, it's where they made contact with you to discuss the incident and probably where you committed the crime.
And then it says also that they said that that crime was actually committed, which I don't know how somebody could swear to that when they never saw it. And I believe that this complaint affidavit is mostly hearsay. So based on hearsay, if an officer swears to hearsay, does that create presumption great, or is that just one person saying something to another and then swearing to it?
Does that create presumption great? I just love it.
Because I think that's kind of, that makes this complaint affidavit moot and very ambiguous, and it puts me in a state of embarrassment where I'm...
That's my favorite line in the whole thing. Don't worry, there's more good stuff, but this puts me in a state of embarrassment. He's all up in his feelings about it now.
Case to go towards a trial with no actual facts, just presumptions and assumptions and hearsay. And to my knowledge, which is very limited, compared to yours,
you got that right.
I would say that this is a hearsay complaint report affidavit. And where's the proof? Presumption is there, maybe not great. And I would say that this is defacing the court. To present this to the court, I think would really do a great disservice to the court. And furthermore, I would say that I know it's not my trial date or anything like that, but if I had evidence to show that this victim is actually in fact lying, and that this document that we were ready to put inside the court would be committing fraud on the court if I allowed it to go without objecting to it, what would the court feel about that? If I could...
we're back to our feelings now. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, or the dogs get it.
Leave the poor dogs alone, Mike. As much as I like you, dude, leave the doggies alone.
Be given 24 hours to actually present the court with evidence showing that the victim actually falsified a police report. And what would the court's position be on that? Because I think that this is all, hearsay, and furthermore, I could show proof that the alleged victims are lying.
Okay, here's the thing, sir. This is a non-adversarial hearing, so that means All the state has to do is present an affidavit and/or they can bring live testimony into the court, and it's just to that and that alone that I look at. So,
okay, well, I would say as my legal argument, excuse me, ma'am, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Respectfully, I would say that this case has no corpus delicti, and if the state's position is that it does have corpus delicti, then I would like the state to meet the elements of the crime right now to make their case, because I just don't think so. I don't believe that this case is corpus delicti.
Okay, I actually had to look that up to see what this guy's getting on about. Just throwing some Latin in there doesn't make this bad argument any better.
Okay, sir. Well, based on, I understand your arguments and they are noted, and that doesn't mean that you're going to be found guilty of this. You might very well be found innocent, and I appreciate your arguments. But for purposes of probable cause, the court is going to find probable cause for aggravated battery.
I love how he's surprised by finding a probable cause.
I can tell you the one thing that I am going to do is I do it in all these aggravated battery cases, 90 out of 100. No contact with the victim with the initials JM and WMR. That means through third parties, social media, just stay away from them, okay? So as far as bond in this case, State, what are you requesting for bond?
I believe Mr. LeBron's involvement is more aggravating than his co-defendants. 1. 2, his criminal history. 2009, fleeing and eluding law enforcement in a DUI. 2008, delivery of cocaine, he violated probation. 2008, resisting without violence. 2005, possession of alprazolam, he was sentenced to just over 17 and a half months state prison. 2006, burglary of a structure, he received the same sentence.
Oh my God, really? Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. There was more?
2005, grand theft auto, he received the same sentence. 2004, possession of cocaine, MDMA, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, resisting with violence, battery on a law enforcement officer, violated probation, just over 17 and a half months state prison. 03, possession of alprazolam, VOP.
Really? There's still more? Oh, jeez.
Again, just over 17 and a half months Florida State Prison. End of record, Judge.
Okay, may I say something, Your Honor?
Sure, let me just premise it on this, okay? The state is asking for, so I ordered the no contact order with those two alleged victims, and the state is asking for a $15,000 bond. We actually set your co-defendants at a $10,000 bond. So what is your response to that? And I'll let you say your other arguments as well, too.
Sure, absolutely. My response to that is what the state is stating is remote, and in the past, according to the Fair Debt Collection Act, I don't think that you're supposed to go past 7 years on any charge.
Fair Debt Collection Act? Are we really going to go there? That doesn't have anything to do with charges, and I'm assuming Mike, since he wants to jump in here, is probably going to say the same thing. I'll let Mike say it.
Oh, this is priceless. Setting the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act in a criminal case in Florida. Oh, it's too good.
Per se. So I would say that those charges when I was an adolescent are remote and in the past, and given the fact that I haven't gotten in trouble for a substantial amount of time, I would like to present that to the court. I haven't been found guilty of this allegation, and I would say that I'm a staple in the community by doing a lot of community service.
Yeah, really.
I sell a lot on Amazon. I donate to my local women and children in distress. So I don't want the court to shed a light just on the allegations. I do have a positive impact on the community.
Yeah.
And I would like the court to consider lowering my bonds, not only for the fact that I can't meet that financial obligation.
Well, right now,
no bond at all.
No, I know. Right now, there's no bond set at all. So we have to set a bond today. Are you going to be able to afford the services of your own attorney, or do you plan on representing yourself?
Oh, here it comes.
Well, it's such a situation because I've hired attorneys in the past, and it was very disappointing to give them tens of thousands of dollars, and then they just wanted me to take a plea. So I've been disenfranchised from hiring an attorney, and I think the best bet is not me representing myself, but representing the entity of Daniel LeBron as a attorney in fact. However, the court might view that,
Just watch the judge's face coming up here. She's not even conscious of it, but it is priceless.
I'm an administrator of Daniel LeBron. I'm not the actual entity. I just want to clear up the fact, okay?
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say, sir?
Because you're an idiot.
There's a lot I'd like to say, but I'll just keep it brief and to the point.
Well, make it sure it's not about the facts of your case, okay?
Okay, sure. If Your Honor would consider maybe some kind of a ROR or some kind of stipulation with community service so that I could give back to the community while I'm going to court.
Right. Here's the thing, sir. I mean, based on this probable cause affidavit, and I understand that you object to it. It says that the alleged victim in this case suffered a laceration to the back of the head, needing 2 staples and a broken middle finger and a ring finger, and causing permanent disfigurement.
Sure.
Sure, there is that.
I mean, these are very, serious allegations, and I'm not saying you don't have a defense to them, but
well, sure. If I may, normally someone breaking their middle finger and their pinky finger, just to me, common sense would tell me they might have punched something. I don't really know, but to say that I caused permanent disfigurement, I think that's a little bit unreasonable. So that's why I'm a little bit confused with the complaint affidavit, because it doesn't really make much sense to me.
Well, I can kind of relate, because you don't make much sense to me.
And, beyond that, I have evidence showing that alleged injury with this alleged victim already pre-existed. I have evidence showing that was a pre-existing injury, so that he is now committing fraud on the court by introducing this probable cause affidavit when it's less than true. So how could anything else be relied on that he said to the officers and now the officers are swearing on today here in court? And if the court would just allow me to present that evidence, I would be more than happy to present that evidence in 24 hours. But I believe that this hearing is for probable cause presumption grade, and I'm just
presumption grade is just when you're being held no bond, sir.
Stop using terms you don't understand.
Okay.
So that's not what we're doing here. That's a really high burden. This is what I'm going to do. This is in front of Judge Shear, who is your division judge.
Yes,
so I am going to set a bond today. I am going to put you on GPS level 2. I am going to do the same amount of bond. This is without prejudice for you to go before your division judge at $10,000. Right. This is what let me ask you this. Why would you want to apply for the services of the public defender?
Because the public defender presents a conflict because of their relationship with the state and the way money's paid out to the Broward County court system and distributed. So in my past, I feel like there has been excuse me, stop laughing, sir. In my past, I've experienced that there's been many.
No, I will not stop laughing.
Yeah, excuse me. So I've experienced many conflicts in the past, and I just don't want that conflict to come over into a new case where I feel like I have to assert my rights at every step of the way. It's very important to me.
Okay, I understand, sir. I hear your argument. $10,000 bond, no contact, direct or indirect, with the 2 alleged victims, GPS level 2. You can file a motion with your division judge. I'll do this without prejudice, okay, sir?
Okay, and I'm reserving my rights without prejudice, UCC 1-308, in case I need to appeal, okay? Because I don't agree necessarily, but I respectfully agree.
As if it matters if you agree.
Moving on.
Okay. I understand, sir. Your rights are...
Thank you very much for your time, and have a good evening, okay?
Okay, you too, sir. Good luck to you.
Well, there you have it. Yet another...
Just another moron in sovereign court. Later courts will have some more fun and everything else, but we are getting towards the end of our hour, and I don't think we're going to get another case in the meantime. So we will just continue our fight here in the adventure. This time with nasty little 5-pack. And there's a win. Taking down another buff from the line. And we'll take out another buff here. And there we go. I think this is where we will go for at least the time being. To put a kibosh, let's invite some fellows into the battle, including Mr. Taiwan with 10 portal charges. We may very likely be able to pick this up in part 3 later tonight. Of course, which we will have a new tale from Midnight in the Desert. Well, while we have a few minutes left, let's continue to go to try to knock out the Dragon Shield, needing 5. Here with some more basalts. And of course the stupid rarity fair. Alrighty, 1 down, needing 4. 4 needed. Only the volcano itself is more ancient than these platforms. Hundreds of thousands of creatures make their home here, and they not let insiders in. There's 1, needing 3, picking up rosaries and a different recipe in the meantime. Note that recipe will come in effect later. There is another one of ours, so we're down to 2 needed. There's another rosary. Nothing at all on that trip. Another piece of the rosary. The little stars on the corners meaning that it's a collectible piece compared to an actual full item. There's 1 that gets us to 19, needing 20. So 1 more is required. Wrong recipe there, but we also do get a rosary piece. Again, the wrong recipe item. Got enough for 4 more attempts to get 1. And we got it. Okay, so we can summon that. And we will have to hold because we'll have to earn 45,000 in order to be able to make that, and that will take Azeroth up to the next level once we do, but we'll do that in part 3 later tonight. So be back with us for another portion of Midnight in the Desert with a new interview from the man, the myth, the legend, Art Bell. Please like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals of 5,000 views so Boxy will pay attention, 1,000 subscribers so YouTube will pay attention. And again, to get your free crypto, CoinBase.com/earn, join /C Parsley. Get yourself $10 free in Bitcoin and your share of that $1 million Christmas giveaway. And 2-minute lessons in Coinbase Earn to get more. And of course, crypto is accepted here in Dominion to purchase anything from emeralds to packages to Valkyrie's favor. And as we always say, between both guilds now, it is a new world to release the Krakens. See you tonight for Midnight in the Desert.